we've changed from R19 or something to F19 or something. And that's because instead of it being race 19, it is now final 19, which in this case it's actually final 20. So anyone that was a live timing screen can have a look at that. That's what's happening. These are the final races for the 2 days of the 2021 National Secondary Schools Mini Moto Grand Prix. So a couple of stragglers off the start there. He was number 15, had a bit of a stall. I don't know whether they stalled in front of someone or got caught up behind them, but anyway, most of the people away under 2.5 is a 5.68. The numbers are about 2.5 inches tall. They were the last off the line, but all the 70 motard bikes off there, and this is a 5-lap race, a little bit longer than we've had earlier on in the 2-day event. I was going to say the weekend. I'm used to only commentating the weekend. I know the Mini Motos over the last few years I've had that bad habit of saying it's over the weekend, and it's the first time it's come to me, and now it's going to live rent-free in this head. So that and the Red Bull I've just had for lunch. It's going to be a bit of entertainment, the final day, final bit of the day. We got ahead of things. There was a bit of what they had as an hour scheduled for catch-up, and I think that was really there to catch up on any races that may have been missed due to various problems. And there has been over the years when they've got huge fields, but it's all gone pretty smoothly. Yesterday they were about 20 minutes late to start, but during the day it got through everything all right. But that's how it is. Okay, so we're down the front straight here, and same suspect there, Tyler Walters there. He qualified third on a 107.360. Fastest was a 106.213 for Tom Henson, but Tyler Walters goes through the start-finish line, and Cameron Major there in second place with Charlie Frame rounding up the podium. Already those top two bikes have broken away out of that Toyota corner. There's probably 25 metres between first and second, another 60 metres back, another 40 metres back, and then we've got a gaggle of bikes there. So Charlie Frame was in third place. Ben Davis, Connor Walters, Max Miller, Samuel Cumming, Scott Gray, William Hopkins and Lockie Burke. That's the top 10 riders there. Luca Luoni, David Luo, Fletcher Bright, Zaysar Cloper, Joshua Clark and Tom Henson. They're the only bikes out there on the track. 16. There was a few more entries, but they haven't crossed the start-finish line on their first lap. So I said it was going to take about half an hour to dry the track to dry out, and I was about sort of right. I could start to see some dry patches there. Certainly not entirely dry, but and looking off in the distance, it looks like we're going to be rain-free for some time. So I did. Yep, all the way around here we had big, dense grey clouds, but to me it doesn't look like anything got rain. But then don't trust me, I'm not a weatherman or the weather lady. I'm just a dirty towel in the laundromat of life, I think they say. Tyler Walters, the fastest man on the track, or competitor as well, and he's running around a 106.985. The next one's a 107.296, so that's a fair distance between the two. Not too much out on the track there, so that's first and second tied up there. Tyler running around, he's got the white leathers and the coloured helmet there, black, what I say, yeah, he's in leathers. It looks like black road riding gear in the second spot there with Cameron Major. We go back to third place, and it is still Charlie Frame. Ben Davis in fourth place, and Connor Walters and Max Miller having a bit of a battle there with Samuel Cumming coming through. We had no changes in the top 9. We have to go back to the battle between Lockie Burke and Luca Luoni. Earlier on is swapped round in that last lap, and then further down we've got Fletcher Bright got ahead of David Luo, Tom Henson got ahead of Zaysar Cloper as well. That's the information I've got on the screen. So another lap done and dusted. We've still got 2 laps to go. This 70cc motard class is brought to you by Evolution Motorcycles. I did find out what NRCD is at lunchtime at Newman's RC Direct. So, and they are, I think, suppliers of the some of the componentry put into these Mini Motos. I remember that from some years ago. I did have to ask what it meant because I just could not remember. That's what happens when you spend the year off just sitting there drinking beer instead of going to motorbike races, because COVID's made you stay at home. But shouldn't say the word beer, should I? Tim will hear that one. Sorry, folks. Back onto the track, we've still got we've got the white flags coming out there. I think some chips here. The white flags ready to come out, and Tyler Walters will come through here. He's a 106.985, his best lap time, a little bit slower, 107.141. for some reason. Might have tried a different line, and see what he's doing this time round. In fact, it's a 107.2, so a little bit quicker. The track is drying. In fact, it's drying quite a bit in the last, even just in the last, how many minutes? We've only had it 4 or 5 minutes. I can see a better dry line coming through there, so that just makes it easier and a little bit safer. Sidecars had a few slides there. That was always good fun to watch, and every one of them on one particular corner in the first lap had a good sideways moment. That means they're pushing it to the limit. See, one of those riders going into Toyota is convinced that the best way to get around the corner is foot down. In fact, more than one of them. The second one that's following is like that. That's good. That's how it should be. Your Dat Joan riding style. If you watch the Super Motard racing, the big boys and girls at the New Zealand Motorcycle Championships and that sort of thing, and Suzuki International Series, they've certainly got their foot down. That's how they ride. A lot of them come from the dirt, and that's a habit they just can't seem to shake loose. But that's just how they ride their motorcycles. The white flag is out, and I think we're waiting for the checkered flag to come out. Here, indeed, the checkered flag comes out for Tyler Walters, his fastest lap being a 106.772 in that final one. So that's his final lap. I don't know whether he's double classing today. Can't recall the name double classing. Double classing, of course, means you're riding another bike. Some of them, quite a few of them, are on the sidecars as well. We had a couple of sidecars missing from the grid this time round. It turns out they were bucket racers that were also doing sidecars, and because there's no bucket racing, miniature road racing class here today, they were riding one of them. So second place, Cameron Major on bike number 112. Then we have Charlie Frame, so nothing changed there. In fact, in the last lap, we had no changes entirely. Well, the lap before, we had no changes entirely in the top 16 riders. This time round, the only change we had is Tom Henson has got ahead of Scott Gray back in 8th and 9th. So start at the beginning, Tyler Walters, Cameron Major, Charlie Frame, Ben Davis, Samuel Cumming, Connor Walters, Max Miller, Tom Henson, Scott Gray, William Hopkins, that's the top 10, Luca Luodi, Lachlan Burke, Fletcher Bright, David Duo, Joshua Clark, and Zazar Cloper is the top 16 all up. So we start off, and it is entirely, we got one person there in 15th place from Freiburg High School. The rest of them are fielding ag riders. So that's it, done and dusted. Race number 20, which is final 20 actually. So we're going on to the A class shortly. Going to give you a bit of peace and quiet, folks.